From crazy Dani Köllerer becoming so toxic that even his own compatriots wanted to choke him out.
When did it become a good idea to choke your opponent? Well, for Stefan Kubek, who grabbed fellow Austrian Daniil Köllerer by the throat,
to Alexander Zverev violently smashing an umpire's chair in pure rage. These are the most hated tennis players ever.
What's it been like to be something of the bad guy chasing after Roger and Rafa all these years?
I don't consider myself.
How does it feel to be the bad guy? A reporter actually posed that question to Djokovic face to face. It's the defining question of his legendary yet deeply resented career. Early on, fans cheered for his goofy player impressions and inspiring underdog backstory. But the sunny charm quickly soured into a toxic obsession with perfection.
A code violation, actually. Oh my goodness.
He regularly smashed rackets, screamed at innocent ball kids, and famously struck a lineswoman in the throat.
Game, Carreño Gustavo.
He was undefeated, now he's out. The #1 tennis player in the world ousted from the US Open. Novak Djokovic hit a ball out of anger from the court.
Worse, he destroyed the beloved Federer-Nadal duopoly. Novak became the ultimate party crasher they never wanted. But if Djokovic became an accidental villain, the next player on our list actively chose to embrace the dark side. Most tennis players crumble when a stadium turns on them. But Daniil Medvedev used hostility as rocket fuel.
Party. Und das war die Szene mit dem Handtuch. Und das.
During the 2019 US Open, New York fans booed him relentlessly for snatching a towel from a ball boy. And instead of apologizing, Medvedev flashed a subtle middle finger by his temple, won the match, and gloated.
The energy you're giving me right now, guys, I think it will be enough for my 5 next matches. I mean, the more you do this, the more I will win for you guys. Thank you.
He openly thanked the crowd, telling them their spite gave him the energy to win. He routinely mocked audiences, screamed at umpires, and clashed with rival Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Man, you better shut your up, okay?
Dani.
Hey, Stefanos, you want to look at me and talk?
Medvedev mastered modern antagonism. Yet his antics looked tame compared to the original, chaotic villain who invented toxic tennis decades earlier.
It happened at an International Tennis Federation press conference on Friday. The Romanian team captain and former #1 tennis star Ilie Nastase was overheard making racist comments about Serena Williams' unborn baby with her fiancé, Alexis Ohanian. Nastase allegedly saying, "Let's see what color it has. Chocolate with milk?"
They didn't just call Ilie Nastase nasty just because it fits his name. The 1970s Romanian superstar literally pioneered the art of the toxic tennis villain. Nastase possessed sublime talent, but his appetite for chaos was utterly boundless. He routinely tormented opponents, stalled matches, and screamed vulgarities at chair umpires. Decades after retiring, his ugly streak completely overshadowed his legacy. In 2017, while serving as Romania's Fed Cup captain, he hurled vile sexist slurs at the British team and made a sickening racist comment regarding Serena Williams' unborn child. Nastase created the villain blueprint, but an aggressive American rookie was about to perfect it.
you can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line. Chalk flew up. It was clearly it.
So imagine a player whose temper becomes almost as famous as his backhand. John McEnroe never played tennis quietly. The court felt like a battlefield, and every close call threatened another eruption.
The volatile American, renowned for his on-court tantrums, received 3 code violations, 1 for intimidating a lineswoman.
Code violation, unsportsmanlike conduct, warning Mr. McEnroe.
During matches, he stalked line judges, argued with umpires, and smashed rackets with frightening passion.
You can repeat it. It wasn't anything. We're not going to have a point taken away because this guy's an incompetent fool. You know that? That's what he is. That's what he is, all right? And we're not going to have a point taken away because I said nothing.
His legendary 1981 Wimbledon meltdown gifted sports history the immortal cry, "You cannot be serious." Some fans loved the drama, but purists saw chaos wearing white tennis clothes. Eventually, it led to his disqualification from the 1990 Australian Open. McEnroe's sin was caring far too much, a stark contrast to our next villain, who disgusted fans by doing the exact opposite.
Tomic has sparked a new tanking controversy with an embarrassing display of petulance at the Madrid Masters. The Aussie star was down a match point and appeared to throw the match away by trying to return serve with his racket handle. The 21-year-old perceived lack of effort earlier in his career.
While players like McEnroe burned with passion, Bernard Tomic disgusted the tennis world by simply giving up. The Australian became the ultimate symbol of competitive apathy, openly tanking matches whenever he lost interest. He once casually tried to return a professional serve holding his racket completely backward. After crashing out of tournaments, he actively mocked furious fans by bragging on social media about his millions.
I just count money, that's all I do. I count my millions. You go do what I did. You go make 13, 14 million. Good luck, guys. Bye-bye.
He sabotaged his country's Davis Cup team, launched ugly threats against legend Lleyton Hewitt, and alienated everyone. Tomic proved that nothing makes a crowd hate an athlete more than watching them actively refuse to try.
You are so bad!
If previous players merely flirted with villainy, Daniil Köllerer was completely consumed by it. Nicknamed Crazy Dani, this Australian clay court player became so universally loathed that the entire locker room refused to train with him. He famously spat directly into his own right hand before offering a disgusting post-match handshake to an opponent. He routinely hurled sickening racial slurs, laughed at struggling rivals, and nearly struck a line judge before aggressively blaming the official.
When did it become a good idea to choke your opponent? Well, for Stefan Kubek, who grabbed fellow Austrian Daniil Köllerer by the throat.
His behavior was so toxic that a compatriot once literally tried to strangle him on court. In 2011, tennis finally expelled its most hated parasite, banning him for life.
But do you regret not apologising for hitting him with the ball in the third set?
Why would I apologise?
Well, because that's the convention, isn't it?
If any player fully embraced chaos, it was Nick Kyrgios. He didn't just bend tennis etiquette, he snapped it in half. Matches with him rarely followed a calm rhythm.
I mean, dude's got how many slams? How much money in the bank account? I think he can take a ball to the chest, bro. I'm not going to apologise to him at all.
Did you aim it straight at him?
Yeah, I actually was going for him, yeah. I wanted to hit him square in the chest.
They turned into arguments, muttered complaints, and sudden bursts of anger. In Rome, he once dragged a chair onto the court in frustration like the match itself had offended him personally. He tanked points, argued with officials, and even mocked Stan Wawrinka with a brutal comment about his private life that shocked the entire stadium. Kyrgios often laughed in interviews when asked about apologies, especially after incidents involving Rafael Nadal. To him, regret was optional. But even his chaos feels playful compared to the next figure, where the anger was no longer entertainment. Alexander Zverev occupies a uniquely dark territory on this list, representing the peak of modern fan backlash. While other players merely threw tantrums, Zverev's rage felt genuinely dangerous. The tipping point occurred in Acapulco, where he completely lost control and violently smashed his racket against the umpire's elevated chair. He struck the structure repeatedly, missing the terrified official's feet by mere inches while screaming profanities. Combined with disturbing off-court legal battles, the incident permanently shattered his public image. Zverev became a figure of intense resentment, proving that the modern tennis world will tolerate a villain, but they will never forget a monster.